Beyond. Highway Go Go.
Boom.
Oh, Owen is missing on roll 20.
No, oh yeah, sorry. No, I'm here, but my wait a minute.
Yeah, that's fine. There's never any rush to be into Roll20. Episode 18. Did you know Yu-Gi-Oh has boss duels? Very relevant.
Really?
Oh, come on! Have you read the titles I give my episodes?
I know, but that's... Never mind, it's your show. Go for it. I'm not going to complain.
I mean, you say that, but I do the same on Joseph's game. That's technically his show.
That's his place to complain.
I'm not that bothered about the titles of the episode.
I usually ask you first. Can you give me a hint? But I don't know what's going to happen this week, so I can't give me a hint.
Well,
yeah.
that's good. You're
That's
the DM.
it. What happened last time?
We
made it back to town with the bloody door.
Yeah,
I found a gnome.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
door.
Tried to sneak it out without Murdertha killing the gnome.
You were
Then-
actually successful.
the dragon
Then
partially
eventually.
resurrected.
Yes, the dragon partially resurrected.
Mm-hmm.
I got exploded a bit, but it's fine. I did a classic Lumen maneuver where I woke up in the middle of the night and then almost died and spent a bunch of resources.
Like with the tentacle cow, yeah.
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 Hey, that's
What
else?
only a worry if you cause combat to happen very quickly.
Murdertha got a shield in
In exchange
as
for
a trade
not having
in
it
exchange for
going.
not killing the gnome, yeah.
Then door home. We picked up Felix, who sort of pseudo is the leader of the goblins still. We came to town, and
Town was more
again.
destroyed by goblins.
yeah, it had been attacked by goblins again, and we found a guy who was sort of half mind flare, half human-y.
I
and-
almost forgot about him.
He
Well,
was
you were
a
just
little-
about to Kamehameha him.
Harrowing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
exactly. As I was about to say, as harrowing as an encounter that was. But
but
yes, it is probably smarter to not guiding bolt the thing in the face.
but the mind
He's
flare
only
half
half
is like
horrifying.
yeah, the mind flare half is not like a normally mind flare. It's more melty. But
Yeah.
maybe that's just because it's very unstable from whatever the
Mind
hell is
mind
happening.
flare version of the fly.
Like,
This,
So
any,
have
this is
we
this is what
have we
happens
agreed
if
on
like
something with the door? I feel like there was
That
some
there-
talk
Yeah,
about
we
that
made
hasn't been
an
agreed yet,
arrangement
but I said
with-
afterwards
yeah
that
we
there is
sort of-
something.
we're sort of making an arrangement with the gnome to like sell the door and get half the value of the door, and the rest of the value will go to the village, because normally there wouldn't really be anybody who would be able to afford the door without us like traveling to a city
yeah.
where people could afford the door.
So basically, they'll sell it for us, and we'll take half of the
Yeah, they're doing the footwork for you, basically.
proceeds.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But currently, you have a screaming man strapped to a chair.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Can I investigate this screaming man?
Half mind flare guy.
Yeah. So, what are you trying to investigate?
I don't know. I just find him curious and want to see what he looks like.
Sure, go ahead.
Is he just low horde shenanigans, comprehend language, etc., etc.? Is he just screaming just incomprehensible gibberish, or is it like bits of deep speech, like mixed in, or is it again, like I just said, just incomprehensible
it's
screaming?
kind of like a mix of both of those things. Like, it's you hear bits of common coming out, and then you don't understand, and then you might hear a bit, but you're like, that sounded like deep speech, even though that's psionic. But whatever, it's weird how deep speech works.
I mean, you can
know.
talk in deep speech technically, but there is no written deep speech because it's usually telepathic.
Yeah.
Essentially, the person seems like in a very chaotic flux at the moment.
Also, as far as I can tell, deep speech more imparts ideas in a weird way. So it's like speaking it is odd because it's like describing an idea that it doesn't really translate to
I thought it like projected imagery into your head that gets the point across. Like where are you from? Like saying where are you from, and you'll get like an image of their home projected
It's-
into your head.
It's kind of that, but it's more like just in. It's sort of like you get the meaning of what they intend to impart on you, and it doesn't necessarily involve images, but can.
Why is there a specific language then if it's basically just telepathy of meaning?
I don't know.
Distinguish it from just telepathy.
But
Like,
then
telepathy
shouldn't
is
be a language that
directly,
you can
I'm
learn. That
speaking
seems
in
a
your
bit.
mind in this language. Deep speech is I'm conveying meaning, as opposed to speaking in common in telepathy.
Look, Christian,
I
go ask
suppose.
the mind flares.
Go
the
ask
mind
what
flares
Wizards of the
or
Coast.
wizards.
That's
Or
what
wizards,
Joseph
whichever
said.
one-
Ask the mind
Yeah.
flayers.
Whichever one seems less off-putting.
Oh, so the mind
Well, I
flares.
mean, the wizards may send the Pinkertons after you again.
True.
True.
At least the mind flayers are like upfront about what they want.
Or Nazis. Wizards have been known to send Nazis after people before as well.
I thought you were talking about the mind flayers for a second. I don't remember that
Wait, are we
story.
Well,
wait,
the,
are we
the,
talk-
the guy who did that for Wizards has now been fired in the last round of firings, but he did keep his job
Oh.
for 10 years after it.
Okay, when you
Anyway.
said wizards sending Nazis, I thought you were talking
Stop
about like how
talking
the
about-
Ku Klux Klan have like the Grand Wizard rankings or
Let's-
Oh,
whatever.
no.
Let's
No.
stop
Like,
talking
Let's
about
beware
anything
the magic of the Grand Wizard, yes.
line.
and get back
Oh.
into this game.
Yeah,
of
you're right.
D&D.
Let's stop. Let's get back to Murderer who wants to kill.
So
all-
Murder's
so
that
I'm
the
gonna go
put-
kill. While they're all distracted by this thing, I'm gonna go kill the gnome. Okay.
No.
Get the money first.
Also,
Guys,
you
we
agreed.
were
You're
distracted.
breaking
She
oaths.
killed 20 gnomes while we were distracted. Fuck.
Okay,
Don't
I agree
kill
not
the
to kill that
gnome who's-
gnome. I'm gonna go look for other gnomes.
That's okay.
Don't kill the gnome, especially the gnome
it's
that
not.
we're currently living in the house of. But don't kill any gnomes.
Andrew, you
Mhm.
know what's happening.
I do, and it's different from normal.
I
'Cause
don't know him.
It's almost like someone, not naming any names, but someone has warned the other gnomes.
I can take a couple gnomes at a time.
I think it's more a case of the town is on its guard against
On-
you.
It's
So
kind of like on lockdown.
yeah, currently, what you're seeing, like I may as well detail this to you before we go over everyone else's stuff with good new friend. Basically, this time when you're going around town, you don't really find any opportunities that are like, oh, this is an easy opportunity to jump someone. You always feel like someone's watching you. Because it's the middle of the day and everyone's out and about. So this one time, unless you want to attack someone where everyone can see, would be a failed conquest.
You're telling me I can't have killed a gnome. Okay.
I mean, you physically can have, but everyone will come out to you fighting like 200 commoners. It's definitely not 200, it's closer to 100, but whatever.
I mean, how many of them can survive the fury of murder? I don't know. I'll leave it. It's fine.
You're smart
wait
enough to know what to...
I'll wait till the dead of night and break into some homes. It'll be fine.
Exactly. So inside...
So I'm getting screams of, I'm guessing, agony.
Uh,
But
yeah, a mix of like agony and
mi-
anguish. That's what you can
but
pick
it's
up.
just there's no actual words in there.
Any
Um,
any words that you pick up, just it doesn't sound like if they're screaming help, that makes sense. They occasionally might, in whatever language it is, just be screaming a random word, so that there's no
couldn't-
discernible like pattern.
No.
Try and read their thoughts.
Are you good spell magics?
I mean, I have identify and I have detect thoughts, so I could try and read their thoughts.
Are you going to?
That could give you a headache.
I mean, I'm slightly worried, but I'm also
Because
on
I'm
the-
saying, would you like to?
I mean, I'm slightly worried just because I feel reading the mind of a weird half mind flare thing might go really wrong. But I also
might be able to help with that.
I also
I might be able to help with that, but will need material components.
don't you have a
So
spell focus?
How about this,
Is it-
Joseph?
Do-
If it
do-
helps your decision, I've just right now thought of something special that's just for you.
Okay.
So there's some incentive to do it. It's not all good, but
I just feel like we're not I can't see a clear way of making progress communicating with him, given he's basically just screaming. The other thing I considered is we could put him to sleep first.
Okay,
We
maybe try.
Could detect magic on him to see if he's affected by anything. We could
Yeah.
identify that as well, because we can also identify if any magic, or at least spells, are affecting the
We-
creature.
So
We'll-
Via's like, yeah, you two do that because that's non-invasive on you two. DM, would I be able to nip out and sort out the materials for what I've just sent you? Because I do have that spell.
oh, didn't see the thing
What?
just a second.
Yeah,
Sure.
you'll see it and know yes or no straight away. Because
Well-
the material components on that are slightly dodgy, but we do have the door. And if I nip out for if I just say, okay, you two do that, while I'm doing that, I'm going to nip out and just get
What, you're gonna
this
fucking
ready.
steal the doorknob?
I'm just popping to the shop if there's one anything.
Comes
But
back
you-
with the doorknob and there's loads of arcane sigils etched into it with a fucking nail file.
Yeah, we'll do identifies and detect magics and stuff while we wait for that. And
No.
we're-
For the hell of it, I guess I'll just ritual cast Unseen Servant. I don't know.
So
That struck
thumbs
their
up, thumbs
face.
down,
Yeah.
thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, I can do that. Okay.
The three people just stand around the guy in the chair and just ritual cast things.
yeah, we're just all ritual casting.
Yeah, and after that,
Yep.
10 minutes of ritual casting, you see Via come back,
Yep.
with
Neil's-
with a door, being carried by a bunch of people, and Via, their hands on it. They're technically
Well,
helping.
With the doorknob not just count.
There isn't a doorknob, but you
Okay.
you as a person of scholarly magic, you think that, I know it says specific blah blah blahs, you could
Yeah.
etch what's it called, sigils and things onto the door, and it would
Yeah.
the magic would essentially eat the amount from it.
Are you casting
Right.
some door bit? What spell has door as
Okay,
its component?
All
Let-
right,
let
yeah,
us-
maybe it's
can
not.
I
That's not its specific component, Joseph, but
Lumen, just give me a second. You put the door down here.
it says
The door
specially
down.
marked sticks, bones, or similar tokens. You can specially
Yeah.
mark a door.
Yeah.
Alright,
Pulls out pulls
I
out
feel
a
like
little
getting
tool out
it-
of, a com-
I feel like getting a stick would have been easier than a door.
Yeah, but it's an
it has to
expensive
be-
stick.
It says worth 25 gold.
All right, so you had to take something. with
That was the fact that made me go DM, thumbs up, thumbs down. It needs to be 25 gold's worth of shit. It
Yeah,
doesn't- but
you're
it-
just
it
like
doesn't state-
as- You're essentially
it
chipping a
doesn't-
bit of the corner off.
it doesn't state that that is consumed. It just says that I need that much worth in.
Oh yeah, that's
components.
true. So
It
ignore
doesn't.
me.
It doesn't
yeah,
say it consumes it.
yeah.
It's like
So-
the door is a conduit for the spell to work.
Okay, so
So why are you bringing the door?
Lumen, yeah, you guys are getting dead confused, and Via's just like, look, I need something precious to act as a conduit for this spell. Just give me a second.
you
And she
brought the
places her
door.
hands upon it. Precious
door-
metals, adamantine counts.
The door meta is really evolving.
Wait,
The
so
door meta is
basically-
really- Via places her hands down upon the door, and arcane sigils begin to eke into the metal from around where her hands are. They begin to glow in a purple aura. Her eyes turn purple, and she starts to gain visions of the future. As I cast Augury, DM, thumbs up, thumbs down on Lumen using detect thoughts on Mind Flayer Boy.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
So yeah,
Good.
You know, there's
Via's
also
eyes flash
you can also do both, right? You don't got only get thumbs
Wait.
up or thumbs down. It
Oh, you
can
can
also
do
be
both.
ambiguous.
Okay,
or...
it's
or
definitely
neither.
both.
Okay.
So good and bad.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So Via like blinks a few times as the purple glowing energy is like dissipating. Via goes, "Okay, I haven't got anything specific out of that, but it seems like you may get information out of it, but it might mess with you a bit. So
So
be
what you're
careful
saying
is my advice."
What you're saying is I might be able to improve someone else's life at the detriment of my own.
That could be
Yes.
what she's
Oh,
saying.
no.
Yes.
How is a
Yes,
door a
that's exactly what
divining tool? Aren't you supposed to like
because
throw
it's because
sticks
of
or
the
something?
intrinsic. It's because
Yeah,
of
he
the
threw
values
the
of
door.
So if
It's
the
like-
door falls on that
Yes, it's
side, it's a
because
yes.
it-
And if it falls on the other side, it's a
Yes.
no. And,
And
if
now
you
it's
stand
currently just
it-
flipping backwards and forwards.
No, it lands.
Yes,
it
exactly
lands.
that
It
bit.
lands. It lands right on the middle in the right side up.
True.
I just imagine somebody being like like two people standing left and right of the door, getting like being smashed by it.
Can we leave, please?
Sure. I'll
Somebody
cast,
just
You
ask
get the
for
money for the
fast
door,
bullshit.
yes.
I'll detect thoughts on the
Okay, before you do that,
poor boy.
I know a bunch of people were saying things before. What were people ritual casting?
Lumen was casting Identify. I was casting Detect Magic, and then there was Unseen Servant as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so Unseen Servant is fine. Detect Magic gives you a semi-similar aura to the necrotic aura you've seen previously.
To Felix's or to ours? Because you said they were different from the stones.
Different from yours.
So similar to Felix's.
The same as like when you did it in the cart.
Okay.
Oh, so similar to the one. So. No, you said the one that from the cart had the same that we had in us.
Ah, well,
And you said Felix was the one that was different from all of those. I'm confused.
so am I. Look,
Good.
just for now, necrotic.
Yeah, but we all have necrotic.
I might have made a mistake at some point.
Okay. Think about it and tell me what it
Yes.
is at some point.
What the fuck? Identify. I don't think would give you anything.
Sure.
They don't seem to be like under the effect of a spell or anything like that.
Okay. In which case, thought detect.
Okay. This is
Are
gonna
you
be
Richard casting that?
It can't be ritual cast.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
all right. Well, everyone,
But I haven't spent any second level spell slots yet.
everyone,
So-
enjoy yourselves.
I have, but what for? Oh yeah, enlarge reduce.
Oh, I've been moved.
Yo, dog. What up?
Yo, my guy.
So, I've moved you to private because there's going to be some stuff to do with your character's background, which obviously that's up to you to reveal or not.
Oh, okay. Back.
So basically, you're going. For whatever reason, the magic's just forcing you to delve immediately. You know,
Oh, okay.
as the DM
Sure.
does. It's like
Mhm, mhm.
it's essentially it's like you're like pulled in
It's like a
because of whatever's
Psychic
fucked
black
up.
hole.
Yeah.
Sucked into it.
You basically see a timeline of someone slowly being mutated,
Okay.
and you get like weird flashes of some sort of tower, and you like see a piece be slotted into this tower, and then the person like wince in pain, and then the mutation grows more.
Okay.
And then you're like, just as you're thinking, like, okay, I think I'm starting to get. I think this is like, yeah, I understand. Then suddenly the roof of that person's house is ripped off.
Okay.
You've not seen any houses in the town with their roofs ripped off, but you see that, and you see a giant dragon, and it was also a giant rat.
Okay.
And there's explosions going on all over, and there's like, you think you see like maybe an old guy with like the most fucking impressive magical aura you've ever seen, and then everyone's head spins to you, and then we go back to you probably like unconscious on the you probably won't take enough damage, but you getting a bit of psychic damage as we jump back over. We are back.
That's so
Hello.
confusing.
Yeah, it is.
It was a whirlwind of events.
Let's see. Let's go for that. Come on, clicky, clicky.
Lumen passes out.
Excellent. So that's
'cause it was
psychic
already
damage.
injured.
Ah, yes, true.
If I wasn't already injured, I would have been fine. But I do just pass out.
So like, Lumen's like focusing, and then there's just like a psychic backlash, which you all feel, but only barely. Lumen though gets the full brunt of it, and it just smashes him into a wall.
Does that feel like it's something that I could help with cure wounds, or is that something more? Does it seem like it's something more serious?
I was gonna say Via like legs it over, but she's not sure whether bringing him to will mess with him or not.
He looks like he's unconscious and dying.
Heal, please.
And yeah,
But you can choose not
Okay.
to. One death
Are you
save.
going
Come
to?
on.
Just watches it
Nat one,
bleed
nat one.
out.
is Via going to, or should I?
Please decide quickly.
I can. I have more spell slots.
True.
So she like dashes over, going, "Oh my god!" Yeet. Hands already instinctively glowing gold with 4 healing points. My god, that is bad.
Give me another death save if they'd argued a tiny bit longer.
That's fine.
Ah, it's
I'm
fine then.
over it.
I was just curious if
It's
you'd get the
cool.
nat 1. It's like, oh, he actually just died.
She like runs over, going, "Oh my gosh!" And he's dead. He's
Oh,
actually
shit.
dead. Shit.
But Lumen instead wakes up and is like, "Oh my god, that was weird and strange. I don't really
It's-
understand what happened."
It's a good thing you give off. It's a good thing you give off like, one of destined chosen boy vibes with plot armor. Otherwise, you might not have got out of that.
Oh, he definitely does. It's Joseph. He doesn't have plot armor.
I have the opposite of plot armor.
Yeah, but Lumen though. Via's just saying you give off the vibe of like some
No,
like destined
any
chosen boy with the magic sword and shit.
yeah, but any character Joseph plays is automatically hated by reality if Andrew's in charge.
But they are given a lot of
Yeah.
story.
It's true.
Did you glean anything, or was it just immediate, immediate back?
Well, I learned some stuff.
Everyone, just one quick thing. For a moment right now, you would all notice that the person has gone silent and are just staring at Lumen. Just for a moment, then they go back to the screaming.
So I learned
okay.
some stuff. It was all very fast, but there was like a guy who was slowly mutating, and he was like building a tower, and as he like added more to the tower, it slowly his mutations started like getting worse as he added more, and then things got weird, and there was the roof got ripped off, and there was a rat. and a
Was it this guy?
dragon.
Yes,
I was sort of
the guy you saw was the same guy.
This sounds like one hell of a fever dream.
Then everyone started looking at me.
Also,
What kind of dragon?
the rat had a big brain. That's an important detail I never mentioned.
There was a lot. The rat had a big brain.
And what kind of dragon was it?
Andrew?
Give me an Arcana, Joseph.
Okay. Ah.
You didn't recognize it.
Oh, no color that stood out.
It looked like a metallic, but
Shiny and metally.
yeah.
Beyond that, unknown.
So it's some sort of metallic dragon.
In fairness, that bit was very.
good.
In fairness, that bit was very fast because. Sorry, I didn't have a ton of time to take in details. Like, the dragon and rat bit showing up happened in like 2 seconds, and then I was like here, unconscious on the floor.
Suddenly I was at the other side of the room.
Can I test whether any of the Chardolin pieces and or also the goblin crystal react if I get close to the guy?
Okay, this is relating
Including
back
the one in my leg.
this is relating back to the what thing is Andrew fucked up. So okay, you're using, well, I mean you're using seemingly all of them.
I'm using all of them, but trying to do it like one at a time. So obviously I always have to have my leg with me, but I just leave my leg over there.
I mean it's fine. You're like half robot-ish. You just unscrew your leg and take it off, and then you instantly die because you're not connected to the. Never mind.
So
Yes. So you're going like
both,
one by
like,
one.
my leg, the crystal that I found in the crate in the cart, the crystal that was in Felix, and the goblin crystal from the melted goblin.
Oh god, that poor goblin. You get weak reactions from leg, Felix,
Shoulders, knees, and toes. Sorry.
knees and toes, and you get no reaction from Goblino. But when you bring the bit from the cart close to the writhing mass, it begins writhing more and more.
Okay.
Do you?
So what you're
conti-
saying basically is that Felix and mine are similar, and the one from the cart is different.
Yes.
Okay. And he reacts stronger the closer I bring it to him.
Yeah, the one half of him does.
Does it seem like he just gets agitated, or if does actually physical change happen?
Depends what you're doing. Like, are you just holding it, or are you actually going closer, and are you metal detecting over him?
Basically, I'm like, when he starts to react, I stop and see what happens. If it's just him writhing, I'll maybe take another half step closer, see if what changes. And if he starts mutating, I step back again. But
So basically, if you're going to be testing it like that, you would notice at a point he would start mutating. Like you.
okay, so I think he has been exposed to this.
Yeah, you would sort of see, like, eventually you'd notice that whatever the fuck's going on, you'd notice as you got closer with it, would slowly start growing more over him. Or
Because whatever is affecting him is related to this.
That's not good.
And how was just the one that from the cart just feels different than the one in Felix and the one in me, right?
In a way that you don't understand, yes.
But they all
Okay.
have necrotic
Yeah,
energy.
it seems like they're under the effects of different necrotic things. This one mutates you into a mind flare. This one protects you from multiverse paradoxes.
Yeah, that's that. How did you know the item description?
I mean, that's what they seem to do
Yeah.
based on observation.
And the Chardolin dragon felt like neither of them, or like mine, or like the other.
It felt closest to the cart kind.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. I guess we did find it in sort of the weird cave that was quite mind flarery.
Okay, the dragon is far realm corrupted. We are weirdly necrotic corrupted. Well,
But
not
in
necessarily
a weird-
corrupted.
We're,
But-
we're
Okay.
weird in a weird way.
God, Andrew hates that Andrew wants to have all these different details. Stupid Andrew.
Okay. But also, I now don't see a clear way of making it much more progress with this guy. Other than I could try and jump back into his brain again, but I feel like that might just result in me getting hit with a bunch of psychic power, maybe dying, and not gaining anything new.
If it doesn't
So-
feel like a healthy choice, no.
Yeah.
But is it the right choice?
So you said he was building a tower, and the more of the tower he built, he became more this.
Yeah. Andrew, was the tower made of Chardlin?
You weren't 100% sure, but it was definitely of a similar colour. As in, like, it looked like it was a dark place, and while you couldn't be 100% sure, you think it might have been.
Okay, I think the tower might have been made of Chardlin.
But the dragon was definitely seemed more metallic than Chardalini.
Yeah, it's weird that how the Chardlin dragon really does look like it's made of metal, but it's a weird
I mean,
mix.
I don't think the dragon is Chardlin, entirely based on Lumen. I feel would have recognized a Chardlin dragon having seen one like 10 minutes ago or whatever.
Oh, right, no, you're talking about that one. Okay, yeah. The one in your mind was definitely not Chardlin.
The since I also have lumps of the dragon itself plus the core, I want to see how that reacts to the guy, if possible.
Yeah, sure. I'm just visualizing what happens. So how are you going about it?
Similar to the
You pull out the core
I
that's
go-
far
I
too
get
big
to
to fit
the-
in your bag.
I basically just go to the distance where he started reacting with the other one and see what happens.
Who was it that had the detect magic up? Was it you?
I had it. I had detect magic up.
Okay, so you'd still have that up. Especially with the core, when you start bringing it closer, you detect the tiniest wisp of that necrotic energy moving out of the person into the core.
Oh,
Alright, then
It's-
maybe
It's almost imperceivable, but you do notice it.
so maybe it's the opposite. It's a thing of the necrotic energy stopping them from becoming a mind flare.
does he start? What is his reaction though, apart from that energy flow? Does he react similar to the crystal from the cart, or is he calm?
I would say,
Does anyone have the spell protection from good and evil?
based on what
No.
you're currently doing, he doesn't seem to be responding to it.
Then I move a step closer.
Basically, if you're going to be doing that, yes, as you get closer, you notice the not so nice half of him start reacting negatively.
Does it recede, or is it just
Yes,
unhappy?
It-
Ooh, then I come
it's
a lot
kind
closer.
of like trying to. I've got a picture in my
move,
head. And
get away.
Yeah, I've got a weird picture that I can't remember what it's from. Of like,
So a bit like Venom pulling away from
yes,
his host.
thank you.
Okay.
That was what was in my head that I couldn't remember what it was.
Venom symbiote.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Yeah, so like,
Okay.
but like
Yep, then
obviously
I'll-
not as liquid.
then I'll.
I was gonna say, so are the mind flare bits like melting off, or are they just like
Are they
receding,
remutating
like,
back?
in and going back to?
Kind of like the pull and push of a magnet. As you're getting closer, that half of like the body is trying to get away in any way it can, but obviously can't because it's strapped down.
Okay, then I try to heal him
There's no
by
phy- there's
putting
no
a stone in
physical
his
change.
face.
Which stone?
The one that was making the mind flare one not happy. That one.
That was the core that you noticed the change.
Yeah, we use the core, and maybe
Yeah, I try to absorb his that
Mind
energy into the
flare.
core now.
The floor still seems to be like very minor at the moment, but it like as you're that close, it's you could almost see like just the most murderous intent in their eyes. One of their eyes.
in their eye.
Is there with the detect magic open? Is there can I understand it enough to potentially increase the flow somehow?
Does it say anything with my? Does it say anything to him with my comprehend languages up either? Like no, stay away, or
fuck you.
it's gonna make
I
things
mean-
worse. Well, fuck
we
you.
Have we studied the core to try and figure out how to increase the flow?
I mean, yeah, I will say that first off, immediately you don't get like I know how to make this work better based on like just the detect magic and stuff.
Mhm.
But you do notice something. You know, good old Andrew. You know, you notice something.
Mhm.
There's a thing.
Basically, you notice the core itself. Like again, like as it faintly takes energy, the core itself faintly glows. But like obviously only visible to you with the detect magic.
Mhm.
And you can posit from that, like if you stood there for the next like several days and absorbed every drop, the thing might glow a lot more. Maybe.
Makes you wonder if I could absorb it with my body as well.
Maybe we could reconfigure the Chardalin in your body to do it. But I think we need to understand how Chardalin works a lot
And
better.
then I can heal him with hugs.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
amazing.
best power.
Yeah. Hug heal.
Up until the point where I'm full and then I become evil.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's not at all what would happen. Why would you
we
think
never
that?
to
turn
leave
you
the
evil.
stone? Would we not just be able to leave the stone with him, continually drawing the energy out?
I mean, I guess
Yes,
we could
that
leave
like
it,
if we want to
underneath
leave,
his chair or
I would
something.
also vote for that. Yeah. If we want to investigate the goblins further that have recently attacked, then I would just say leave the stone here.
And then have
and-
someone check on him every so often to make sure he hasn't tried to break it
Yep.
or whatever. And put it somewhere that's difficult to get to.
Fucking
I take
half,
it he's
half
still
of him
trying
is
to
very
get
upset about
away.
that.
Hmm?
Sorry, what did you say there,
What, me?
James? Yeah.
I take it he's still thrashing around trying to get away.
Yes, that's basically what I was saying. Half of him is very upset upon barely understanding. We should leave this thing here with him while we go off and do stuff.
Yeah, yeah, that probably no. It'd be convenient if we could leave it here with him, but thrashing around like that, he's probably gonna get out.
Well, if he was thrashing around as soon as we came in as well. So I presume is this. I asked the person who brought us here. Is this any stronger
Yeah,
than
I was-
his normal
Uh,
thrashing, or do we need
I-
to reinforce his bindings?
I'll be honest with you, this is fairly new, so I don't know. Like he did get a bit more aggressive, I think, once you came in. But that might have been just because there's people.
I've been meaning to ask, where again, remind me, did you find him?
He's one of the townspeople.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met him before.
Yeah,
he
but
told us that-
specifically.
Uh,
Just saying in the town doesn't narrow it down.
in their home. I'd been called by the neighbours because we had noises coming from their house, and obviously I thought maybe it was one of the goblins from before.
Let's go investigate their home. That seems like
That's
a
a good-
Let's go and
reasonable
investigate the
plan.
home. What
But
does this guy
maybe
do
we
for a
should-
job? You know this guy?
Uh,
To the
they,
person.
yeah, they know them. They're thinking like, what was it? It was like I know that they used to work in the mines before they got shut down with all the goblin stuff that's going on. I think they're currently on one of our exploration teams, as in like, you know, the ones who go out and try and find maybe new animal orchards. You know, those animal orchards that you find.
The two questions.
Where you grow animals.
Yeah.
Where they
Do you
where they
have any
sprout out the
chance of
ground.
knowing where he's been in the last few days?
Is by any chance the mine where he worked before, where the recent goblins came from?
Which recent goblins do you mean?
The last recent,
Well,
the
yeah,
most
the last-
recent,
The most recent.
the one that
we
happened
do- we-
after we left and before we came back.
If the ones that were here before you came back aren't from the same ones, then we don't actually know where these ones went, like where they hold up.
Yeah, but the direction, like, I think you said that the last ones came from a different direction than the ones from before.
I mean, yeah,
Right.
they seemed to run off towards the east.
And
Or
where
at
are
least
your
from what we
mines
could
that you
tell.
just talked about?
The goblins seem to run off towards the east. Would
Where
anyone
the
in
mine-
this town have any idea where he's been on these little exploration trips?
And where are the mines?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Are they
could,
also east?
I
I
could,
assume
I could.
someone else was in his squad. Of,
Yeah,
like, explorers.
Actually, that's a good point. Obviously we don't have like one person in a squad. I mean, look at how many goblins we have. God knows what else might be out there in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah, if you give me a minute, I can go and look into what notes we do have and figure out. You could go talk to
like-
the other people that were
Oh,
in
yeah,
his
you-
squad.
Please,
Oh yeah,
thank you.
go to this guy and this guy, and we go to their houses, and they're both exactly like this, and it's like, ah.
And while he's
Okay.
doing
Yes,
that,
but
can we tight
Yes, but Lumen, I'm-
add to the rope of the tie the guy further
Oh,
down
yeah.
so he's less
Yeah,
likely to.
I forgot that you said should
Yeah.
reinforce it. The
We-
person's like, I don't know, but I would.
We'll reinforce his restraints, and then we'll go check his house out, and then we'll come back to you and ask where the other guys' houses are, so we'll go check in on them.
What are you doing with the orb, the
Orb stays.
core
Yeah,
in terms of like?
orb
I mean,
stays
like in
ju-
terms of like, how are you in quotation marks
just
storing
outside
it?
of just outside of his reach, but like someone should come in and check on it every so often.
Yeah, and I put it I use some cloth of whatever, some clothes that I have potentially, to make like a base for it so it doesn't just roll off.
Oh, that's fine.
Easily.
So what I was imagining was, essentially like they're strapped to a chair.
Yeah, I'll put it next to the chair on his bad side.
I'm saying also in the room there's a bed, so you could put it on there, and like move the bed to whatever proximity you want.
Sure, we'll move the bed closer and put it on the bed.
Okay.
Who's got the language thing up? Is it Via?
Me.
You would hear profanities as the door closes behind you.
Well, at least we gained the ability to speak. That's progress.
Some of them were in deep speech.
Let's head out.
Via learned new swear words today.
let's go investigate his house.
Lumen, do you have any idea what the word fuck looks like in Deep Speak?
What it looks like. Yes. But I'm not comfortable explaining it to you.
Lumen would legitimately go, I don't know.
One
I
mind
don't-
flayer
don't
and
want
another
to,
mind
that's
flayer, and
You don't want to.
I'm an expert on this.
That
I got
guy
that
was screaming
achievement in
it.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
same.
You don't want to, but that guy was screaming it. And now that's in my head. Great.
What a great
just,
way to
you
learn
know,
a
Also-
language.
Looking in
Also,
people's
we're gonna-
windows over here.
Also, are we gonna sell this door?
Yeah.
What do we get for the door?
You're gonna have to wait on that.
Shit.
They have to sell it first before they
Yeah.
can give us money.
Also, I could use 2 hours to resummon a familiar and also take a short rest. Because,
That's a
ow.
good point.
I mean, it's like it's nearly. You know how time doesn't pass properly or anything. Like it's nearly lunchtime, and they're like, "Can we please put the door down? We were just offering to help because we were nearby." So they're like, "Can we take it back to?"
Yeah, we take
Was
it
it
back to
Abigail?
Yeah.
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 Back,
And then
back
we
to
go
her
to
house.
weird face person's house.
Sure, I'm done with
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want to go there in case there's some, like, brain rats there and I have full health and just get, like, murked.
As I said, murder
Yeah,
fish
what if
just,
there's
like, peeking
more
at
of-
people's windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if there's more of our half mind flare friend in there?
So, I
Okay.
do want to take the 2-hour break first.
You could take the break. I'll stay in front of that house just to make sure that if there's something in there, nothing surprisingly escapes or whatever.
For a second, I was like, I thought you were gonna say, we'll just split the party. It'll be
No.
fine.
I
I'll
mean,
go
he's
off
Well,
on
we
my
technically
kind
own."
of-
saying that, yeah.
We kind of split the party, but I'm not going into anything dangerous. I'm just staying outside of a house and summoning my own familiar again because
Yeah,
that got
sure.
smushed as well.
The party's
I'll
already
take
split.
I'll take a
True.
2-hour break to
Since-
Now
rest
it's 3
and
ways
summon a
split.
familiar.
Where's
And since
Samla?
we've
I'm
don't
just
know.
actually
What are
yeah.
you doing
Where
with
am
your
I?
unseen servant?
Don't ask
just
me where you
summoned it.
are.
I just summoned it like just to have in case I needed it for anything.
Zamla's just still sitting in the room with that weird guy, with the mutated guy. He's like, where did the other gods go? Playing cards with his unseen servant.
I mean, it could be, yeah.
Yeah. If we're going to be taking an hour or so that Lumen can sort himself out,
I mostly
Via
want stuff
will
now.
take the opportunity to ritual cast, speak with animals, and have a little bit of a fly around like the trees and stuff that are around here to see if any of the local wildlife had seen the attack or seen any goblins run in any certain direction, and will offer berries as, like, compensation for the help.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, taking a
If we
short
go,
rest
yes,
would also...
yes, the small green things smash up human house. Went that way. Just more intelligence gathering.
But taking a short rest would also be good for you for your wild shape, right?
Yeah, I'll get me wild shapes back. Because you can just walk around and talk to things during a short rest. It's just light activity.
Yeah, but you can't cast spells, I think.
Okay, I'll cast.
Technically.
I'll cast to speak with animals, then start resting.
Anyways, what animals?
Or do I find any? Do you want us to roll to
Only
find some?
owls.
No animals. You can roll whatever the fuck you want. You're not finding any animals.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll just rest and
Interesting.
get me
All
wild
the
shapes
animals,
back.
all the animals are either dead or have been scared off.
Yeah.
They also don't have any like farm animals at all anymore.
Apparently not. I mean, I guess
I'm-
I mean, that one kind of makes sense. The goblins probably stole them.
Yeah. At the moment, there aren't any of the farm animals because there are some people out trying to recover some because like the paddocks and things were smashed up, so some they presume have like bolted with all the panic and stuff. But yeah, as far as you can tell right now, outside of whatever is currently like living in this town, you don't really detect any animals while you're searching around.
But yeah, I also resummoned Bet the Bat.
Bet the bat is very unhappy.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Bet. Hugs. Hugs Bet the Bat. And then we'll reconvene with Party to go and check out that guy's house.
Are you on full health after that?
No, I'm very slight. I'm missing like 3 hit points.
Everyone who rested, roll me a d4.
3.
3.
Let's see. What do
Does that include me?
Yes. You were given a special thing.
D4.
Okay, so wow. So just Newt gets fucked.
Yay!
So everyone else recover 4 hit points. Newt recover 3. Newt, Abigail brought you a weird dessert that was like a lot of it was like sugar crystals and things, because she wasn't really sure what you ate, and was like, it's like crystally and cake.
Out of politeness, I eat something, but I'm not sure what happens with it.
Yeah, you recover 3 hit points if you've lost any.
No.
So you
I didn't fight today, so there's no reason for me to lose anything.
that was essentially just like everyone who rested got lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. I'll thank Abigail for the lunch. It was very needed.
While I was bored waiting for the others outside of the house, and after my spider got resummoned, can I send my spider into the house?
Your spider. This is both DM talk for wait and not. Your spider doesn't want to.
What? Okay, that's weird, but I'll respect their wishes.
It's a magically summoned familiar. It's got to do what you say. No.
you don't
No,
fuck with
it
spiders.
will. If you want it to go in, it will. But it is clearly very uncomfortable about it.
Fair enough.
And I then just have my homunculus fly around and look into the windows without actually going.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. Bet, why are you uncomfortable?
Don't like.
What What do you not like?
Don't like.
Oh, poor boy.
And the homunculus flies around, and every single window looks like it's been blacked out.
Okay. Then I'll just wait for the others to reconvene.
Yeah, then we'll convene.
Oh, I'll send Bet to collect Mereditha as well, since Mereditha seems to be like stalking around the village.
Mereditha, give me an advantage stealth. Not against Bet. This is a separate thing.
Okay.
Bet is not my homunculus.
You said Bet though.
I said Bet.
Yeah.
You did say
Oh.
Bet.
Weird. I meant my homunculus.
You approach Bet and ask him.
Joseph said Bet too often.
Everyone loves Bet the Bat.
Oh, excellent. And he said smoothly, Mereditha, you have accomplished 2 things. 1, you have stole a most delicious window pie.
2, you killed all gnomes apart from Abigail.
2, you have killed 0 gnomes, but
Oh no.
have somewhat stalked out the town.
Scoped out the town, got a window pie. I would definitely have left shiny rocks because theft is bad.
Oh, that's good. But what if it was from a gnome's house?
If it was a gnome, I wouldn't eat it because it might be poisoned. As a
Fair.
trap.
It wasn't, but I was just curious what if.
With a typical anti-goblin poison.
Yeah, that's what we do in this town. We leave out pies on the windowsill with anti-goblin
was
Well, if it's
gnomes
only
do all the
anti-goblin, it
time.
won't affect me, so that'll be fine. But like, I don't trust gnomes to be anti-goblin and not anti-gnome.
No, anti-kobold.
Sorry. Yes.
Never mind.
You said anti-goblin, and then I said the wrong thing as well. So that's
Nice.
Weird.
Both
I
can
meant
exist.
anti-kobold.
Yeah,
Words,
so,
words
you-
are hard.
yeah, that is definitely true.
I cannot word today.
yeah. Today's awful for wording.
So currently, because you have a whole pie, you have a 2d4 plus 2 pie of healing.
Ooh, it was made with good berries.
It's a good berry
Note
pie.
to self.
It might be. Who knows? You don't know
Yeah.
who. There might have been a druid that lived in that house.
Are there any-
That'll go snooping around for party members and just start rounding them up.
I like how he said snooping around for party members.
Yeah, like you're hunting us.
Well, I mean,
You get to
Andrew.
Viesha. You get to Viesha, just spreads her wings and flies away. Just
Yes,
Andrew,
Graham.
what flavor is window pie?
Purple.
purple.
That is not a flavor, Andrew, and you know it.
good berry flavored.
I mean, you don't instantly recognize the flavor, whenever the heck you try it. It just
Okay.
smells very sweet.
Are there any bookshops in the town?
Not really. There's like if in quotation marks library, but it's not really. It's just
This
Is it
sort of
current? Is it burned down?
no.
Okay.
I burn it.
Well-
I know.
Well, Zabbler's gonna go there, I guess.
Sure, you can, like, you can look in. There's like books talking about the history of the town and things like that. You can if you can remember it. Next time there's a thing related to the history of the town, you can have advantage on any checks to do with it.
Are there any second-hand books for sale at cheap?
There's no books for sale.
God damn it. Okay. I guess I just read a bit.
Sure. And then. a
The
little
exciting
bat
story of the mines of Phandelver.
A little bat will eventually show up and start tugging on your sleeve.
Meredith, do you follow Bat / Homunculus, whichever, or both?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Both.
I will. They will not see me, but I will see them and follow.
Like, where
So
the
So
hell
basically,
is
they come
Meredith?
back and go like, "We couldn't find him," and he's like, "I'm here."
He's like directly
I
underneath them.
I emerge from the shadows like Batman.
I like to imagine that they're both currently like on his head, and they're like, we don't know where he is.
Shrugs.
I have managed to like make myself look enough like a wooden post that they have landed.
The perfect
Brilliant.
blind spot. So yes, everyone has had a nice lunch.
The secret to stealth: everyone has the same blind spot from below.
Tell that to someone wearing a robe of eyes.
And shoes of ice.
It
And
says they
underpants
can
of
I know.
Eyes.
But I like
It
my
says
shoes
they
of
can
eyes.
alter-
Oh, shoes of eyes would be awful.
Yep.
Shoes of eyes only can see down.
Just the ground as you step on them over and over again.
God, that would be awful.
Exactly.
Alright. You all reconvene outside of person's house.
Yeah. Which house did they own?
Fucking hell. Let's go with this one.
Good call, Andrew.
Yeah.
Which one?
The
The
one where
one that
Lumen is
Lumen's
now.
at.
Where's Lumen?
Here.
Southeast corner.
Where am I?
I
saw
don't
the
know.
Not on the map.
North, I think. Middle north.
Oh, there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you are. You're here.
Oh, wait a minute. There's Felix. Felix.
He's at the top of the map.
Yeah, that's just
You
Felix
have to
doing.
keep the protagonist close.
Yeah, sure. I'll keep on that.
Felix also hisses at the house. Like, fuck off, Felix. You're not actually a cat.
So presumably I didn't see anything
you
coming in or going out.
Correct.
Out of
Andrew,
the
I
house.
disagree. Felix is a cat.
You didn't see anything come in or out of the house. In fact, you didn't, like, hear anything.
Okay.
I guess.
Felix is whatever Felix wants to be.
True.
I guess. Opens door with mage hand from safe distance.
You activate the magic of your mage hand, and it does fuck all.
Okay, I guess I try and open the door. Normally.
The handle turns, but it's like you go to open it and it's like jammed.
Mending?
Uh,
Question mark?
nope.
This is stuck.
Correct.
I can make acid
It's not-
with my
it's not broken, it's
with
just
my.
stuck.
I
Can
can
I
make
light-
acid with my alchemic jug.
My lightsaber, whatever's holding the locking
I mean,
the door.
have we tried knocking? Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Well, technically the only person living there is in the thingy, right?
I mean, maybe they had a spouse. Or someone
children.
Or children, yeah.
Or
Well, like-
siblings.
Politely
Or
knock on the door.
parents.
Ah, come in!
Oh,
Okay,
Oh, it actually worked.
oh, right. Well,
Torch it.
thank you very much. Can we offer you a nice cup of tea? You just see little mind flare parasites swimming in it.
No, I'm good.
witnesses.
Are you sure?
I also in my head imagined Murdertha being like, okay, and just crunching down on them.
And it's like, how would you like some sandwiches instead? And they're just clearly wriggling with mind flare parasites.
Do you have anything not wriggling with mindflayer parasites? Looks around, shrugs. Oh, but anyways, back to the real world. I like that other world, but back to the real world for now.
I don't. It's full of mind flares.
So. Like,
Slice lock on door.
so what are you doing exactly in that?
Looking. I
Investigate.
assume I can see that there is like a metal bolt going between the door and the wall.
No.
Ah, there is not. In which
No.
case, interesting.
Did we detect magic?
So I take it the regular knock. There's just no response from inside at all.
That's correct. Yeah.
Can I see inside the windows?
They
They're
are
all
blacked
blackened.
out.
Also, is
Should
it
should we
also-
detect if there's magic on the house?
Yeah, that's a good plan. Is it
Yeah,
magic?
I'll ritual that up as well.
Delicious necrosis.
Everywhere?
Well, just
Uh,
all over the house.
It's a big
Or is
square
it
of
leaking
it.
out? Okay.
Where is any of the house not covered in?
Yeah, can we try
Where?
to enter on the side that is not leaking necrotic energy?
There is no side. The
Which-
entire house is a
In
big
which
block
case-
of necrosis.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
light,
okay.
In
I
which case, I'm
misunderstood.
gonna lightsaber a circle in the door and then kick it through.
Okay, that does work. It's dark as fuck in there.
Can I
Can I see through?
tinker light and throw it in?
Can I blind sight in? Can I with bat?
That
Can
works
ba-
as well.
Blind sight wouldn't help in this case. Like,
That
like
doesn't make
no,
sense.
it does make sense. Fine, you see inside.
Is
It looks like the inside of a house. That's all like the blind sight would pick up.
Good.
If
to know.
I tinker light onto a few pebbles and throw one in, does that help or does it just get swallowed in the darkness?
Okay, so what happens there is you would get the briefest view of something before, ironic with your wording, yeah, the thing you throw in gets swallowed up.
Okay.
So all the walls are writhing,
Oh.
and
Okay, burn it to the ground.
yeah, the entire inside of the building. You as a human that is playing this game, you would approximate what's happening inside to the spread of mold, but it's definitely not mold.
So again, like the surface of venom
Yes.
writhing, kind of. Yeah.
Casts firebolt inside.
But don't just light up the house. We don't know if anybody might be in there.
If they are, fair enough. I won't do that then. I will wait.
Lumen, as just a quick thing that you would notice as you're about to do that, and then you're like, no, stop. You notice that for whatever reason, the hole is shrinking.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
For whatever reason, it doesn't seem to be, like going over the gap and spreading along the material. It's just like trying to reseal the hole.
That's not good.
So it's not coming out, it's just closing off.
Correct, yes.
Okay. Do we have any way of finding out if somebody's inside? Does anybody have any magic to figure out if there's people inside?
Like some form of life detection? I don't think so.
Um,
I could detect thoughts, and
Can your bat fly in? Or will
I-
she poof away?
I don't. I guess I can try. Bet, are you ready for this mission?
Shakes head aggressively.
if I
Just
I
shake up
pluck-
and down, or side to side.
Side to side. But
I-
they are willing to obey you. Once again, they're not. They're like, they look inside and they're like, in there? No, 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 no.
if I pluck a feather from my head and make it an EV token, and then mage hand it into the darkness, do I see anything? Also, again, with detect magic up.
Okay, yeah,
Because
that would
I then
work.
see things from where, as if I was in the feather's space.
Also, can I call in? Also, I assume I don't see anyone with the blind sight as well.
You don't see anyone, but you do see one thing that's out of place. You
A
essentially
mind
like
flare.
at the like almost center point of the building. There's just like a mound. You can't see what it is. It's just like there's just like some blob in the middle.
Well, you said that my thing would work. What do I
Yes.
see?
Uh,
With dark vision and detect magic through the EV token, so I'm not actually in there. It's just the token
yeah.
doing it.
I'm just trying to think. With dark vision, you would see stuff. I'm just trying to. You see essentially like the night after you had the lesson on the Far Realm, you're currently seeing the nightmares that you had. That's what you equate it to. There's an entire, you can barely make out that this definitely was a house. You can see like that looks like a table and chairs, but everything is question mark alive, and it just looks absolutely disgusting. You can also make out that in the center of the house there is some sort of mound of some sort.
If we poke the mound with mage hand, what happens?
Is I'm not doing that yet. Is detect magic picking up anything around it, or
This
is everything just laid in a aura of necrosis?
I would say with the detect magic, basically everything's exactly the same except it is the tiniest bit stronger at that like center point. So
That seems like it's coming from there.
yeah, or at
This
least
is prob-
you could assume
this,
that.
this
But
is
al-
probably going to be a massive waste of time, or a spell slot, I should say. But Via's just like, where's all this coming from? And since the detect magic isn't,
I mean, no.
since the detect magic isn't really like revealing that, but also bearing in mind, like harkening this back to the Far Realm stuff, she's going to drop the detect magic, and you guys just see like a shimmering flicker and change in like the glistening in her eyes, which are glowing their usual purple whenever she uses that divination stuff, in order to use warp sense instead.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I thought might be a waste of time, but what if? Do I detect anything within or around the house with
Also-
regards to warp sense?
What do again?
Right, fuck. I need to bring up the descript. I'll just thingy it.
We know
Can't you
that
just sense like portals or something?
Yeah, but just thinking, what if there's like a door to the Far Realm, which
Yeah.
this her thought process is, what if there's a door to the Far Realm and this is what's bleeding through?
also
It's you
I
can decide to
think we've
detect
confirmed
presence
no
of
one is
port.
inside the building.
Huh?
I think we've confirmed that no one is inside the building
Yeah.
unless they're inside the mound, which I
So-
don't think.
I think
You
when
can-
we knocked, they might have come out and attacked.
um. You can sense presence of portals within 30 feet of yourself.
Which I
And you
think
can
is
inspect
reasonable
the
for a
portal
house,
with a DC 15 ability check. If
which I
there
will
is one.
pass.
Well, yeah, but only if there is a portal.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Am I picking anything up? I haven't gotten a yes or no to that yet.
I'm just saying because Andrew asked, "What does the spell do?"
Yeah.
Well, there, it's. I've put it on thing.
So
Hmm.
Andrew, does he sense anything? Or does
Put it on thing. Oh, there. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I put it on roll 20.
I'm trying to. Yes and no.
Oh God.
You don't sense a portal, but essentially you sense like the 1% of a portal. You sense energy that you would relate to portal magic, but
yeah?
it's like
Okay,
a
if-
fragment.
Okay,
So
if
basically,
the-
energy is leaking out from the far realms, for example, but it's not like a proper portal from there.
Yeah,
if
if
it
I
is
did
far
this-
realms.
Or there
Yeah,
might have been a
far
portal at
up,
one point and somebody sealed it.
we burn this house down. That is what we do. If the far
Yeah.
realm is leaking out, we burn the house down.
Yeah, Via
Get
dispels
your
her.
gasoline salesman here.
Yeah, Via drops all of her spells and she's like, "Yep, 100% agree with that. It'll glass floor this place."
Okay.
It's
If when they
my only
when
my only
if that's
my only question is, what is the thing in the middle of the house? I would like to know.
Oh, do you
probably the
want me
thing
to
that we
poke
should
it?
burn the most.
Do you want me to do your
Uh,
idea and poke it?
My only thing with it is if we don't figure out how it happened, it could happen again. So it is slightly important. Yeah, I'll poke it with my mage hand first.
Well, we're not in the house. Via's using Eerie Token to put a mage hand in the room so she can describe what we're seeing. But yeah,
Yeah.
we
I-
will decide
I
to
can
poke
also
it.
I can also see around corners with the blind sight, so I can also guide my mage hand to poke the thing. So yeah, me and Via poke the thing with mage hand after.
I'm sorry, the way that you said that is I could see around corners.
Well, fuck you too. It moves in response to your pokings.
Does it move as in like it wanders away, or
As in the
wobbles?
internal wobble. It isn't.
internal wobble?
It
So
isn't.
like Homer Simpson's belly when you poke it. Infinite wobble.
I'm trying to explain without giving anything away.
Give things away.
No,
Is it reminiscent of
we're
a soft egg
investigating
kind
so
of
Yes.
thing?
it is not moving as in I have moved to the other side of the room. It is moving as in you have prodded it and it has moved in response.
As
Can
in
I
like
tuss-
if it's a mound of jelly. Well,
Can I
just
tussle its
wobbled a bit.
hair?
It doesn't have hair.
Can I tussle the top of it?
I forgot to ask, you said that I felt like the hints or leftover, like tiny little scar of a portal. Where is that in response to the blob? Is it directly above it, or like in a different room, or what?
I think it's in the blob.
Yes,
probably.
that is correct. It is within the blob.
I think we might need to burst its bubble.
Way
Do we want to just?
Via just wanders out loud. I could cast Sacred Flame on it from here.
We could also just burn it away.
Yeah, I don't. My only issue with burning it is what happened, what caused it, and like, if it can happen once, it can happen again. So I want to thoroughly investigate it before we just annihilate it.
I'm not sure if we can
Proper-
investigate it without annihilating the stuff around it.
My guess is someone opened a portal to the far realm, and this is the leftovers of them trying to close it again, or something has opened a portal.
Okay, well,
Well, if
yeah,
it's
how about this? We burn some of it on the floor, see if the fire spreads. If it does, then it just burns down and our investigation is over.
I mean, the hole is closing, right? Like the hole in the door,
Correct, yes.
and covered with the stuff. We can just do a quick firebolt if somebody has that against that
Sure.
matter and see what happens.
I'll throw a firebolt down.
Can I can I do the same thing but with a Sacred Flame to see if the fire type has any sort of variance?
Like if it's fire or radiant.
Yeah, affects
Yeah.
radiant or fire in different ways.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll do that, Andrew. We'll test some. We'll do a litmus damage test.
Okay, do
Litmus
your
test with
damagey
flames.
things.
Oh, we can also throw it on the. What happened? Did the round cutout fall inside or outside?
He kicked it in.
Oh, okay.
11.
Yeah, it auto hits.
I ignore the 5 thunder damage. I accidentally had booming blade ticked.
I'm booming blade,
does a-
the wobble boy.
It just does 11 fire. How does it react?
So what happens is you hear a loud popping noise, and then
Ugh.
hear a load of rumbles from inside the building.
Oh.
Wait, because did the thingy inside pop because we attacked the stuff on the outside?
You don't know.
Maybe.
What about with the eerie token stuff? Can't we look inside?
The
Yeah.
eerie token has been nodded.
Destroyed? Ah,
It no longer exists.
Or
think we
it's been
woke it up.
covered in
Well-
shit.
Yeah.
Would have I seen what actually happened to it?
well, you would have had to come out to do the attack, right?
I mean, I never went in. The eerie token went in. I share my vision with it. The same
Yes,
way
I
that,
know,
like,
but I meant
familiar
you have
to
to.
it.
I meant you had to retract your senses to actually cast the spell.
Oh yeah, fair.
That's what I meant with come out. As
Yeah,
in
right.
come out of the
Right.
eerie token.
So yeah,
all right.
it's just covered in. It's either covered in goop or it's been destroyed. Regardless, only one way to find out what's happening inside there now, and it's to open it up again.
Did the
Zzz.
matter react to the attack at all? Apart from the sounds inside, like did the matter that covered the hole, did it retract? Did it burn away? Did it do anything?
It did. Well, it would only have been the fire, but it didn't obviously seem to like fire.
I
Yeah, but
guess
did it-
I'll,
What I'm saying is, did it retract? Can we look inside again? Like,
yeah,
did it burn away?
I'll cut another hole.
It wouldn't have
Okay.
like fully burned away, but you would have noticed that it did singe it. So I guess there is still a tiny hole, as like that bit was burnt, so it stopped growing for a bit.
Okay.
I'll cut more of a hole so we can see in better to see what happened. So what does it look like in there, Andrew?
Uh-oh. A turn order appeared.
What? Nah, that hasn't happened. What are you talking about?
Wait, it did. My character sheet's over there. Oh, all right, so it did.
It's fine. Just put your character sheet back.
Yeah, I'll just live in denial.
Yeah, exactly, Joseph. Thank God for
It's
that.
so wet.
Picture.
I can't-
Picture on first go.
If I can't see the problem, that is... Oh, that's not good.
I have to zoom in. I don't see what this is.
If I can't see the problem, there is no problem. Unfortunately, I can see two giant fucking monsters that have jumped out
I still
at
don't
me.
know what that is.
I love how you're like, I'll zoom in so I can see what it is. No, still no clue. Fucking weird tentacle thing, innit?
It looks like heads.
It does look a bit like half-formed mind flare heads. It looks like mind flare heads that survived having their bodies cut off.
It's Mind Flayer demi-liches.
Oh no.
Maybe. Ah, so they're much weaker than regular mind flayers.
So yes, everyone
What's their is
initiative.
their dexterity better than a 14?
What? I don't want to show everyone. Fuck off.
I mean, just it,
I'm just trying.
make it so.
I was just trying to open the thing and it wouldn't let me. The dex is a 14.
Oh, so we have to roll off.
Yay!
Plus 3.
I got
21.
a 4.
They got an 8.
Well,
Was
they
Meredith there
win.
as well?
Change
Murdertha
them
is
so they-
here.
Change the
Somewhere.
19 one so it's 19.5 or something.
I have lost my token. Oh, there it is.
Oh no, Felix should never have come this close to danger.
Oh shit, you're right. Where's Felix?
He has telepathy, so he's invincible.
I'll roll his initiative, but I know what he's doing.
Oh,
He's
thank God for that.
disengaging and leaving.
He's
Doesn't he
disengaging
know
and running
weird
the fuck
languages as
away.
well?
He does.
He knows French, I remember that.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, they speak French.
That was that deep speech. French.
It's
Oh, it was
French deep
Portuguese,
speech.
right?
It's
I think
Portuguese
so.
French deep speech.
Truly a vile language.
Bonus action. Magic stone.
One very quick thing, which you're gonna fucking love, Joseph. Can you make me 2 intelligence saves?
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Only door cutter boy gets.
Yes, I can
What a
make
good
them.
boy. You're the only one who got thingied.
Thingied?
Yeah, they
Surprised.
thingy hard.
Alright, surprise. See, and this is why we short rest before we investigate the guy's house.
It's fine. It's
Yep.
just 2 little friends.
Well, technically, it looks like each picture are 4 little friends.
Look, do you want me to make it that many?
No.
I mean, Via's not. I mean, no, because Via's not fun. Otherwise, these things are going to get blasted.
I
Alright.
want as few of them existing as possible in my vicinity.
Via, you are the one who is first. I also need
Hell,
to check.
giant squid things have jumped out at me.
Yeah, how many d6s is this going to be?
Excellent. On a fail, nothing happens
that
to you,
many.
Joseph. No, on a
Yay.
success. Sorry.
I'm a weenor.
You are.
Is it my turn in combat then for
Yes.
Yeah.
them saves resolved? Yeah, you're straight up getting Felix flashbacks. Flap beats wings once, flies up into the air, woomph, lights
No, come
lights up
back.
like a bloody Christmas tree, and final flash, kaboom! I'm gonna make it a nat 20,
Ah.
so they straight up take this damage.
Have this
Ooh.
one. Get this one. This
Why?
is the one that must.
Ah,
'Cause
the
it's
one
for
that's
me.
in Felix danger range.
Yeah, so he
And it
takes
hit
36.
Yeah, kill that one. It could hurt my friends and all, and it's close to Via.
Well,
can,
it's not.
can Felix and Lumen make a dex save?
Nandeska.
You're going to get splattered.
All right.
So Christian understands.
I got 11.
Mm-hmm.
Felix a 13.
I think 13's enough to pass.
Andrew, the DC's 12 now.
Yeah.
Actually, the DC's exactly 13.
Yeah, you...
Can I help? Can I help?
Nah, don't help him. It's fine, you're just covered in writhing goop.
Oh.
It's fine, because it's just like, it's mainly on your clothes.
I mean, I can just prestidigitate it off, I guess, after this
Sorry,
combat.
can't help because I used my nat 20 portent on doing that.
No,
Worth
it's fine.
it.
Like, I can just
do
walk
12d to do 12d6 radiant damage in one shot,
You can just
guaranteed.
wash the group off later. And if we'd only fireballed this place immediately.
If only.
And yeah, like I said, lit up like a Christmas tree. Story form is active, white, glowing, flowing hair and all. I'll say archer form.
Is that everything?
That's all.
Lumen?
I do the flips and shit. And I'm gonna
I
probably...
will say one thing to you. At the start of your turn, you notice that the goop on you is spreading.
Oh, gross.
You might just want to prestidigitate it now.
Just wash your fucking hands. It's not that
I mean-
hard.
I mean, I think the big issue is I am gonna kill this thing probably by stabbing it, so I'm just gonna get more on me. So I'll just like fireball something later. I'll just cover myself in fire or something. I'm sure that'll solve it.
Yeah.
Look, I don't have, because if I don't do that, I know Andrew's just gonna be like, oh yeah, it just jumps on your face and injects like 50
Oh
tadpoles
no,
into it or
alien
something.
eggs. Nom
Yeah,
nom nom.
exactly. And I know what he'll do. I know it. But yeah,
So what are you doing?
stabbing it right in its stabbable face. Eh,
Yep.
eh.
Yep.
Stab. Stab.
It no dead.
Oh no! Damn. 28 was not enough. It must have pretty close to. It must be very
But
close.
36 was enough, so it's gonna have somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
It doesn't look happy.
Uh,
Let's say that much.
If I'd hasted, I might have been able to kill it. But oh well. Turn.
Just for fun. I know this is a wasted action, but it's funny if it works. Give me another int save.
Who?
Oh,
Lumen.
Me.
yeah.
Always Lumen. Andrew would never pick on anyone else.
I mean, I could pick on someone else and it would make much more sense, but...
I mean, yeah, but you want to pick on.
give me another one. It definitely has two. Nah, that's fine. It, like... You say it, like... vibrating in your direction. But you're a smart boy.
I vibrate in your general direction.
Ugh.
Zamla!
This
Yes.
has just been a very gross fight for Lumen.
Kill this thing at range.
You see a thing vibrating at Lumen, you see Lumen covered in growing goop.
Okay.
I'll take you killing this thing and please.
Okay. This is the fucking weirdest thing we've encountered. Like
At
is
least
it
today.
staring at me as it vibrates?
Oh no, it's staring at Lumen as it vibrates. At least you think it is. You can't really tell if it has eyes.
If you were to describe it as having a facial expression, would it look weird while it's vibrating?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna cast command on it.
Okay.
Oh, It has
Do you
so
have
little
any
health left.
Do you have any
I
damaging
do, yeah,
spells?
don't worry.
If you can deal any amount of damage to it right now, that would
It's
be the
just,
best
I'm
thing.
trying to give you guys like advantage here because that's gonna be like way better for the next round if it works.
But it has
Instead-
like maybe 8 health left tops.
Okay, then can I take it back and just whack it then if that's the case?
Sure, you can try and give it a whack.
Like, it took 28 damage and 36 damage killed the other one. So it can't have too much left in the tank.
Okay, then tree branch.
Yeah, that
Hell
hits.
yeah.
Ugh.
Hell yeah.
Bonk.
The maximum amount of
No,
theoretical
it's more like,
health
no, it's
it
more
could
like,
have.
more like Zamla just looks at it vibrating. Disgusting. And just pokes it like a bug.
It does not die.
Oh.
Nanny the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it more? It must be more durable than the
Now
other
it's just
one.
vibrating even more. Oh
Either-
god.
Well, it's just resistant to stuff.
Maybe.
Either that or it's resistant to stuff or vulnerable to
It
radiant.
counts as a magic weapon, by the way.
I mean,
Uh,
I
if it was
get-
vulnerable to radiant, it'd be dead because you hit it with the lightsaber.
I did. Shrugs.
Must be resistant then.
Maybe it's just stronger than the other one, or maybe it resisted
no,
the
I'd
blood
be
thing
here,
from
no,
the
I wouldn't.
tree. Regardless, Murdertha, kill it.
Stabber, stabber, stabber. Murdertha. There's like a vibrating thing.
It used to be a gnome before it mutated.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I-
you should get advantage on all attacks now.
No, I think you should have to make an insight.
Against deception.
Well, no, this is an
Or
insight
persuasion.
to see if they think
Why-
that it is a gnome.
I don't know what's going on with my...
Does the gnome stabber get its bonus based on what he thinks?
No,
or
it
is
does not.
subjective? Right, the gnome
Although
stabber
that is a
objective.
funny way of doing it.
Sorry, you want insight.
If you're
For some
convinced
reason-
it is that thing.
For some reason,
Work.
my
It would work if he was an orc.
trackpad is not working
from
to actually move my
40k.
character sheet.
You're almost positive that this doesn't look like it was a gnome, or is a gnome. Doesn't look very
Okay, so-
gnomey. You
so
don't
I
get your
won't
gnome
bother-
sensors going off.
So I won't bother stabbing the thing. Is there just one of them?
Yes, there's
please
just one
stab-
left.
Stab that
Mm.
one. It must be very injured.
It's
like,
vibrating
I
so
don't
much.
know. Okay, I'm gonna use my special magical spear that uses dex. And does that 14 hit?
Let's double check.
It doesn't
Yes,
have any armor.
that does hit.
Good
I
job.
just had to make sure.
Hey.
It's
Seven
still
gnome
it's still
stabbing
up,
damage.
but it is like. Oh, I've got my head. Is the fucking vibrations? It looks like it's on its last legs, basically.
On his last test.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I hate it. Hate it so much.
Felix, it's your goal. Go, Felix.
Go,
Killing
gadget.
blow.
Yeah, rock. He picks up rock.
Come on, Felix. Come on, get an nat 20.
Go. Rock.
That misses. Good job, Felix.
Felix did it.
Is Felix gonna run away like you said?
Probably. Felix will just. There you go.
Newt.
Oh, I really want to.
Can I cook it, please? DC 15 dex, I think.
Jawohl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plus 5. No, plus 4.
What if I left clicked, not right clicked?
Oh.
Well, someone got the nat 20.
No damage then.
I dodge your
then as a
bonfire.
Then as a bonus action, my homunculus will shoot. Does that hit?
Yes.
Kill it.
5 plus damage, please.
You basically think right now anything will kill it.
Oh
And
my
because
God.
of because of the direction of Nyla, it will splatter against Felix. Not Felix. Lumen again.
Well, yes,
She
obviously.
hits that way, so it
Yeah,
splatters this.
it has to hit Lumen.
Yeah.
Is it still alive though? Is it on 1 health or is it dead? Dead.
It is on the equivalent of 1 health, yes.
Yeah. Okay. It's on death's door. Just via.
Via, heal it. Heal it, Via.
Flies that way. Regular first level guiding bolt that I can cast for free. Fun fact.
Nice.
Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Why can you cast it for free? Is a good question.
Star druid.
Is that while
Sure.
you're in your
Oh,
form?
you mean that like fake guiding bolt? Like
Um,
not guiding bolt, but yeah. The
Yeah, it's
ability
like
thing,
I have
yeah.
guiding bolt always prepared and can cast it for free a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus. So I have
Oh.
3 for free first level guiding bolts. That big one, that was like 30 odd damage. I do need to spend my max level spell slot for that. And that's a nat 20 with the portents as well, so it's blending the two things together to make a big Kamehameha. So that's 15 damage off that. If it's still alive, I'll get advantage on a starbolt.
You
I
can
think
do
it
one
died.
anyways. Wow, it's
for-
blue. What a loser.
For a blue nat 20 for 16 more radiant damage.
Lumen, give me a dex save.
What? Oh, that's why I moved to there, hoping that it would blast in the other direction.
Yeah, but Andrew's not
No,
gonna be nice.
there is a specific reason, sort of.
Andrew's just
that's
bullying
enough.
Lumen.
I mean, I'm still covered in the goop from before.
This one isn't gooping explosion. It vomits in your direction as it drops to the floor.
I
Why?
vomit in your general direction.
That's so mean. I guess I'll not. Assuming combat's over,
Yeah.
I'll start trying to get this weird goop off me, like prestidigitating, like trying to chip it off.
Okay, doesn't
Daggers and
prestidigitation does not work.
I'll try and use daggers and stab them.
How
Chip it
how
off.
hard you stabbing?
Hard enough, like at an angle where I won't stab myself,
Okay.
but
Uh,
quite
maybe-
hard.
Maybe you should go to where the core is. Maybe that'll kill it as well.
Could you make
I
me
mean,
a
my
con
next
save?
port of call. My next port of call is I'm gonna just cast. I'm gonna run over somewhere and cast fireball on myself.
Mm-hmm. Can you give me a
Fireball.
con save?
Yeah, fireball.
I can also just like put a flaming sphere in your face. That could also.
Just jump
Sure,
into the
I'll-
house and cast fireball on yourself.
Yeah, everyone back away from the house. I'll do that.
But I
I
want
can also
to.
create a bonfire, so you could just put your face close to the bonfire, so
13.
don't have to
Excellent.
explode it.
You haven't got rid of it. Are you gonna do the fire?
I can make a
Sure.
bonfire.
And then get,
Wait, are you going
this,
inside and exploding, or are you
this
just
is
wanting to
dra-
hold your face into fire?
This is drastic measure time. I'm gonna go in the house and explode. I'll probably survive my own fireball.
And if you don't,
Famous
I'll
last
give you back
word.
up.
I think
Ve-
you're relying too much on your plot armor.
Very famous last words in this fireball situation.
I'm sure I'll survive my own fireball. Doesn't.
The odds are in my favor.
Are they?
You are like near max, aren't you?
I am at max HP, so the odds are in my favor. I'd have to roll like maximum, pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you should be
roll
okay.
me a burning house down roll.
Go gadget fireball.
I'll check that the goo on the floor doesn't do anything and try to burn away the goo on the floor.
You're just like firing at the go on the floor under his feet.
Like
Nice
creating
30.
bonfires.
Ignore the 4. But yeah, I'm still up. But yeah, I just. Although actually, hang on, I need to do my deck save against myself. I fail, but I'm still up. Does that burn everything in the house and also all the stuff on me away? As I just take the full front of a fireball to the everywhere.
Would you still be up with 16 psychic damage?
No. I'd fall unconscious.
You are unconscious. Everyone outside. You can see that the inside of the house is now black, but for a different reason.
Is it burning?
It is burnt. Oh,
But
you mean the
is
house itself?
Did
Yes.
the house catch on fire?
Yeah. Yes. The house is. You can see the inside is on fire.
Can I run in and pull Lumen out,
Yeah.
please?
Well,
While knowing that I might get some fire damage, but
give me a dex save.
Damn, Andrew, and that 16 psychic.
Roll me a bonfire damage.
now I'll probably roll max or something. Yeah, at least more than average.
That
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, that was more than average.
So
It was
yeah,
maximum on one today.
you take 10 fire damage as you pull Lumen out of the building.
Okay,
Uh,
then I heal him outside.
Lumen,
Yep.
you see your vision again. Don't need to spoiler this one. Only one slight difference. There's a big wormy thing in the fight now.
What?
There's a dragon and a rat and a worm and a thing that you didn't mention.
You
Didn't?
heal
Thought I
5
mentioned
points.
No, you didn't mention one thing.
What did I not mention? Oh god, I've forgotten.
Are you allowing me to tell everyone?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
There was an old man, very magic.
Oh yeah, big magic old man.
So you didn't
An
mention
insta?
that. You can mention that next time though.
Sure.
What was that roll?
It's 5 healing for Lumen.
Lumen, you snap back from that horrifying dream.
Weird nightmares again.
I'm not sure if that's the best mode of action for these kind of things. Is he
I
at least
mean-
free from the growing stuff?
Yes.
Okay, then I continue burning away the goop on the floor.
It is fucking gone. The fireball annihilated all the goop.
Well, that would
And the
mean that
house is
we
on
were
fire.
also in the area of the fireball, right?
Oh wait, which do you mean like?
That's why I flew into the
I mean
tree.
the splattered. I mean
Right,
the
right,
splattered
right.
goop on the floor
Yes,
from the
that
heads before.
Sorry, my imagination. My imagination. Yes, my apologies. Yeah, you can do that, and it would respond to the fire and burn away pretty quickly.
Okay.
Admittedly, might not have been the best plan, but also maybe it was the best plan. Don't know how hard it would have been to get the goo off me.
Before I
It
get
might
the
have been
last bit
only
of burn,
plan you could have had.
before I burn the last bit of goo away, can I put some into my shot wineskins?
Yeah, in your shot wineskins. Yeah, you can do that.
And I feel it was a situation that demanded an immediate resolution, otherwise I know bad happenings would have occurred.
And something has occurred, but it's not noticeable to you right now.
I mean, yeah, I assume vision things tell me that bad things have already occurred, so...
Can I investigate the remains of the heads or whatever they were? Was there any?
The
Was it just a big pile of goop? Was there bones left? Was there?
the first one just was like a pop. There was, apart from the stuff that you burnt away, there was nothing left. The second one, there was, if you like poke with a stick and like looking at it, you can tell that there is some sort of bone structure underneath the tentacles and shit.
Does it look like bone structure of something that was changed, like the guy, or does it look like completely alien? I wouldn't.
You would. It's like a smaller bone structure, but you can tell that it's like the bones themselves look pretty like normal. They don't
I
look
hope the guy
alien
didn't
in
have
any way.
kids. Oh well.
Also, Lumen will mention that he saw weird vision again, but this time the weird goopy things were there.
You mean like these weird goopy things? As she powers down.
Yes. There was an old magic guy.
I forgot about that last time.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that last time.
No, I mean, you don't suppose you could use minor
That's
illusion
Zam.
to create an image of what you're seeing, could you?
If I had minor illusion, maybe.
I
I
have
thought
major
you
image.
did.
I have major image. Oh wait, no. no,
Yeah, but
no.
we need him to know it.
I can
I thought you did.
Right.
My apologies.
try and draw it.
Wait. What if like hear me out? I cast like major image and be like 3D modeler. I start with like a basic sphere, and you be like, at a point.
All right, in
Okay, I'll shorten it slightly and like
3
that.
weeks have passed, and you have perfectly modelled what was in his vision.
Yeah, this is the exact scene.
And the world has collapsed around us.
Yes.
Oh,
And
damn.
then we're gonna be like, oh wait, no, here's a photograph of it on the floor. What?
Oh, god damn it. Wait, where did that
Uh,
photograph come from?
Oh my god. Things are falling
Intrigue.
in from other realities. The world is tearing apart.
No, I don't have like any spells that are good for like projecting an image from my brain directly.
Yeah,
Well,
just wondering.
I
Then
could
could
draw
you-
what I
could you-
saw, I guess.
Could you perhaps describe it to me?
Sure, I'll try describing the old magic guy.
Despite the fact that that's how he's describing him.
Yeah, that
Old magic.
you-
Describes this old magic guy. Old magic guy.
yeah, it was just like some
Okay,
old guy that was like up in the sky, surrounded by so much magic power.
Okay, I guess I like create an image of like, I don't know, like a pointy hatted wizard floating in the sky, like laughing maniacally. I don't know, like
I mean, that's
does
fair
that
enough.
look anything like him? Does that look at all like him? Yes, on your first go. Wow.
Joseph, can you make Lumen make me a performance? Or
Sure.
sleight of hand?
Or sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go performance because
This is for your
Better
drawing
at that.
skills.
Add a D4 to that with guidance.
yeah. Guidance. Come on, roll 20. I click those buttons and it says.
I don't
rolling the
believe you.
dice.
Roll 20 would never.
Oh no, I've checked Discord and my pings went way up.
Dirty 20.
Wait, I know what's happened.
Nice.
Lawrence just got back. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's fine. I'm so glad that he rolled high on that. Newt, would you eventually be like actually analyzing the creature more?
Well,
Okay.
well, what, the creature or
Done.
the goo?
The creature.
Yeah, he would be poking around with the remains of the creature when all the.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll dice. Actually, sorry, I'm busy drawing.
Yeah,
but
you're
I
drawing. You
I
did
draw
you
the
did
scene
very
as
well.
accurately as I can.
Everyone
With
who isn't
Big
Newt
dragon.
that wants to have a look at the picture, let me know.
Via.
Okay. So, Lumen, you've actually drawn a perfectly to scale picture of what you saw in your mind.
Nice.
Via, you take
Mhm.
3 psychic damage
Ow.
as you look upon the image, and it is horrifying. It is just
How do you have that in your head?
what you can see is just an indescribable horror. He has essentially drawn an image of the actual Far Realm. It's almost too photorealistic.
No.
To you, Lumen, it just looks like a normal picture.
Sick would flame the paper. Whoosh.
No, don't burn it. I can't make another one easily.
Bob, that was going to go on the fridge. I did such a good job.
3 psychic damage, man. That's what I saw. It looked normal to me.
Yeah, he's like, you're pointing like, that's the old man, and that's the dragon.
There's no dragon or there's no Lumen or Magic Man there. You've drawn the Far Realm somehow.
You almost like felt like the picture.
I don't see that at all.
The picture was reaching out into your mind, and that's what hurt.
Like actively not looking at it anymore.
Lumen, though.
What did VS see when I pointed to like, that's the dragon? Was it just like indescribable horror?
Yeah, indescribable horror.
An elder brain dragon.
Yeah.
Which, horrifying.
That's shiny dragon. That's the wizard. You just see like a really powerful super mind flare or something. There's the brain rat, and maybe that does just appear as a big brain rat. To be honest,
like Via's like speaking over her shoulder. Lumen, I actively felt that reaching into my mind when I looked at it. I think it's a threat to anyone who gazes upon it.
Does anyone else want to look?
Unless you're going to burn it, maybe fold it up and hide it.
Sure, Lumen will fold it up unless people ask him to see it, but we'll generally not show it to people.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know what the fucking fuss is. It's just a picture.
Yeah, Lumen just thinks it looks like a weird, like it's slightly weird, but it's just it's an image of 4 things fighting.
Oh, that means Lumen is touched by the Far Realm now.
Oh, that's
True.
That is
That's
unsettling. Does someone want to look at the weird picture?
I wouldn't recommend
yeah,
it.
sure.
Okay.
Shows picture.
Zamla takes 2 psychic damage as they gaze upon indescribable horrors.
What do you see? I see a normal picture.
I turn it upside down and look at it. What happens now?
Uh-huh. Let's just roll that d4 again. Another 3 psychic damage.
Psychic damage.
I'm gonna squint.
The picture does look different when you turn it upside down, though.
I'm gonna.
Samler, I see blood coming out of your nose. Are you
I'm
okay?
gonna squint. Shh. I have a process, and I squint my eyes and look at it.
It's just like blood's coming out of him. Shh! I'm busy. Yeah, okay, you squint your eyes. That's a 4.
Now it's coming out of your ears.
Okay, one more go. I take it, and I'm gonna fold it into a paper boat.
Uh-huh.
Now I look at it, does that do anything? Do I notice anything different about the picture?
You take 5 psychic damage off the board.
13,
It's going to a D6.
Lumen's gonna like try and get it off you because Lumen thinks that you are just killing
I hand the
yourself.
paper.
There's a lot of
I
jam
take it,
coming
wait
out
a
of
minute.
Zamla.
I've stopped looking at it, but I keep the paper boat and go. I do have an alternate strategy, though.
No, I think I should just fold it up and not.
Listen. If we ever encounter those who mean to harm us, and I put the paper hat on my head, when they come for me in battle, they will be forced to look at the hat.
Via, could you make me an Arcana?
Can I also roll Arcana and know what's happening to me or the image or the others?
Not in this case.
I'm gonna stack some divination shit because I feel like this should be important.
I believe in you.
Okay, guys.
Lumen doesn't have a fucking clue what's going on.
Couldn't we easily just like strap that piece of paper to the front of us when we're in combat, and that way, when we're attacking an enemy, they take like psychic damage just by looking at us.
Yeah, just have it like on your breastplate or something.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
but-
think that the one issue with that is what if we look at each other? I mean,
I
I'll
was
be
just
fine.
going to say, we have to look
Rest
at it
of
all the
you
time
will
then.
Also,
long
Well, you just get it out when you just flip it up, like you fold
no,
it once,
just don't look
Yeah,
at
whip
and then
it
you
out.
flip it up when
they're, like...
an enemy is in front of you, as a bonus action.
Right.
Yeah.
Borrowed knowledge plus guidance arcana check 22.
Not bad. Via, you get the feeling, just by what you saw of what Zamla was doing, the more you stare into the abyss, the more it stares back. So it looked like it made sense that they were getting more and more hurt by it.
also Samler's head is just bleeding a lot.
So I'm gonna fold the paper away. May I keep this?
I mean, I would like to hold on to it. Just
Oh, okay, then.
because
Could you perhaps draw me another?
I'll give it a shot at some point. But
Wait
like,
a minute, Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Away from the others so they don't see it. I'm gonna just double checking that I have that spell. Yeah, I'm gonna try and minor illusion the picture.
Oh god.
and then he starts staring
What
into it.
happens?
Actually, yeah, Via's gonna look at this interestedly because it's like we could weaponize the illusion.
Does anything happen, Andrew, when I minor illusion?
Yes.
Look,
I don't
I
see him
feel like
taking any
trying to conjure the power
I
Far
know
realm
what's
to
gonna.
help
I
us
haven't.
is
I have so
not
many
a,
ideas of what might happen.
is not.
I'm
a good
trying to decide what happened because this is quite a bad thing you've done.
A mare shows up.
Can't
You
believe
fuck
you've
around
done
too
this.
much, a mare shows up.
Okay.
Oh,
If a
that'll
town really
just be
pisses us
the
off, I
end.
can use silent image to just project a giant version of it in the town square.
Ah, it's a small number. Can everyone make me
Oh.
a con save?
Do I
as
also
well?
have to
God.
make the con
Yes.
save? Okay.
Wait, I did it away from everyone. I'm the only one looking at it.
It's a big radius.
Also, okay, to be fair, everyone who would have been paying attention, so it would be probably Lumen, Via, maybe Newt.
Ah, but I have so
I mean-
little health
Okay,
left.
okay, look. I said okay. Is this like?
Looks like
a
I didn't
ranged
really look
effect
because
even
I critted.
Okay, Andrew,
Excellent.
I'm making it very clear. I made sure no one was looking when I did this. Okay. So,
Yeah,
like,
but you still can't stop them from following you.
I got a
can't stop other
16.
people looking.
16 good. I mean, it's 4 damage, so I'll live by just
Oh no,
ev-
you just take the 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Ow. Ow in the everywhere. I'm so hurt.
Lumen and
Okay,
Via,
so-
you're absolutely fine.
okay, so well, this is actually good because we now basically have a new spell.
Let's not weaponize the Far Realm. Let's not.
Let's weaponize the Far Realm. That
No,
sounds amazing.
no, I do have to put my foot down on this one, and then we don't weaponize the Far Realm.
Uh,
I
we
will
could-
weaponize.
We
the
could
Far-
incursion this reality.
Does weaponizing the far realm allow us to kill all the gnomes?
The mind flares start coming.
Amongst other things, yes.
Weaponizing the farm will kill everything.
just gotta point this out, Zamler, in good old Baldur's Gate speak, you feel like you lost a part of yourself
Ah.
for failing that save.
As much as the part of me likes all the japes and mischief that comes with being from the Feywild, I think that's going a bit far.
Literally.
It's a very strong self-destructive ability you've gained.
I activate self-destruct.
Excellent.
As long-
Everyone has firearm brain now.
As long as I'm the only one who suffers the consequences, I can see no harm.
But yeah, Lumen folds paper up and is like, this is a bad thing. I should show this to literally no one, but I will keep it to
What-
hand just in
You
case.
should perhaps
Will it burn?
burn it.
Will it
I'm-
burn?
I mean, my only thought is, if we encounter somebody else who can decipher it better, it might give some insight into what the fuck I saw, and if that is in my brain,
You want red.
I would like to. I just want
Understandable.
unknown. Like some of those things didn't seem far realmy to me. So maybe.
In the background, the house finishes burning down.
I want to know what's going on and then take appropriate action. But also, ow, I'm very hurt.
Newt, can you give
Again.
me an advantage Arcana and advantage Nature?
I have 1 health left.
Ah, excellent. What can we do to get you?
I don't have my reaction stuff yet.
Legitimately 1.
My super smart brain one, or is that just saving throws?
Oh.
Are you talking about your mind sharpener?
No.
I have keen mind, so I'll never forget this experience.
Flash of Genius is 7th level. Okay, never
Oh my
mind.
god.
Arcana,
Also, you do
you
have keen mind.
don't
Yeah, I
get
have keen
shit.
mind.
Nature, you actually recognize the bone structure.
It's gnomes.
It go woof woof.
Dog.
Oh.
No, this is made of dog.
This is made
Oh,
of dog.
Oh no, that's even worse. That's terrible. I blasted both of those.
You
sad now.
can tell it looks like it was a dog.
At one point.
Yes.
At one point in its
Not anymore.
existence, it was dog. Let's go
Still
report this to
sad.
the. Let's go report this to the mayor, and maybe we should investigate other houses. But I would want to do that tomorrow.
Quick
when I'm
question:
not
how deeply are you
now.
going in the surgery?
Autopsy.
As much
That's
as
the word I wanted. Yeah.
possible here, but otherwise I would just take like
All right, so you're
Some-
just gonna bag it up and get it in a
bag it
doggy
up
bag.
and do it in a do
Tag
it
it
in
and
somewhere
bag
else,
Sure. So
like where I have a
Oh,
proper table and properly
Doggy
do
bag
stuff.
is in such poor taste.
it is. So okay, yeah, you can scoop it into a bin bag and sling it over your shoulder.
Lumen's just like, what is going on in vision and brain? It's sad.
So two things we'll go with for our 15 minutes left. If you're going to basically have like, this is the end of our adventuring day. You would go back to Abigail's house and have a note there waiting for you, saying that she's headed out, probably be back like tomorrow, the day after. There is no door.
How did
No.
you manage that?
Horse and cart.
Yeah.
And you also have another letter posted on the door. It's like, fucking hell. Does everyone know we live here?
What
We
what
live
does
somewhere?
that letter say?
Uh,
It contains an image of the far realm. Oh my god.
Psychic damage. It asks you to pop to the village head's house when you get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna report to him about this whole.
What did you find? Flops out dead. Mind dog. Okay.
Also, I am weird visions of the
Fog.
far realm you don't want to see. Trust me. Although it looks normal to me, and I don't know why that is, and it's probably concerning.
Also, I think somebody tried to open a portal to the far realm in your town.
Well, that's not good.
You might want to investigate that.
I think
Alright.
Samla might have just tried to open a portal to the far realm.
He might
Yeah,
have.
true.
That's the
Cast
problem. You
warp
don't know if
again.
he actually did or not.
It's when you make the
Cast
illusion too realistic, and then an actual
Yeah.
portal opens.
Yeah, he casts Man Illusion, casts warp sense. Oh no, everybody run.
I mean, are you casting that?
No.
Okay. We'll save that for
Do it.
later then.
Do it, and you find one where Zamla casts the spell, and one in Lumen's brain. Easy.
You know what? Sure, if we're If we're gonna start resting, sure.
I mean, yeah, pretty much at this point you're about to receive some information and then go sleepies. Apart
Yeah.
from Newt, who's gonna excavate dog.
Excavate dog.
Excavate. Oh,
It sounds like there's something in there.
There might
maybe
be.
there is.
That's why I asked
Alright,
if you were
Next
going
time
further.
we see Newt, there's a little tadpole wriggling.
As a rule of thumb, he always goes down to the smallest bit he can get to, and
Yeah, that's I
if
just
he
wanted
investigates the
to make
yeah.
sure.
yeah, unless he doesn't have
Ooh,
time
through
or
the
the
other
means.
side.
Yeah,
Well,
so what does Warp Sense tell us?
are you actually casting that?
Sure, since I have the slots free.
Okay,
And we are gonna go
Zamla
sleep soon.
pings.
Oh,
Face palms. What about Lumen?
Lumen's,
Like,
Lumen's fine.
yeah.
Should face palms covering one eye and then the other, like both eyes shut. The other eye opens and just goes straight to Lumen, just thinking, "I'm gonna see the worst thing, aren't I?" He's
It's
fine.
like just like sunshine and roses. Like, oh, that was a nice surprise.
Nice. Lumen's
can-
much happy with that news, but also, oh no, Samla may have almost opened a portal to the far realm.
Samla, you know that idea you had with the minor illusion in the picture? Don't do that again. and if you do, make sure it's a last ditch nuclear option for when you're cornered.
It's just like, ah yes, he does it like 2 more times and Cthulhu steps through and reality ends. It's like, oh
Yo, it's your boy Cthulhu.
He does it 2 more times. A mayor steps through, looks around, realizes this is a different crystal sphere, and then just goes, "It's free real estate."
Okay,
no.
so because this will take me 2 seconds. Newt, you eventually find the tiniest shard of you know what?
Chardlin?
Yeah. Within the belly of Doggo. Well, quotation marks, Doggo.
When I find that, I obviously clean it, see if it again do the whole detect magic thing, see if it responds similar to the shard from the
Cart.
card,
Yeah.
and then I go crap, and run out and try to find if there's a shard lying around somewhere where the other one of those things was.
There is not. Give me an Arcana.
Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be
That's
advantaged, I guess. But
17's fine, but I might have said advantage in my head, so whatever. I just wanted you to roll a dice so I could, if you didn't fuck up, I could give you some information. You think the other one might have grown off the dog?
Okay, that explains why this one was stronger than the other one.
Yeah. So that's why it was like in a pod. They were multiplying, maybe?
I'm glad we came here when we did.
mitosis?
Something along those lines.
Is that when cells divide? Is that cell division? Yeah.
Also, there's a slight possibility Cthulhu just sort of pops out of Samler at some point.
Maybe.
And while the others are also long resting, I once in a while check on the, and I'm doing that kind of stuff, checking on the guy who's getting the energy absorbed.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that later.
Yeah, I'll go over that later. The basic information you've got, which we can go into more detail on next week, is you are told that there are 2 other people that were in his travelling party, which have not been heard from in a couple of days. If it wasn't, especially after what you've just said, and it's dark, and it's I would much rather wait until morning to check on their houses, if it's alright with you.
True. Yeah, I agree with that. Lumen on 1 HP, alright.
Can I just have can we just have the familiars fly around and see if their windows are clear, just so we have an idea?
Familiar wise, they do look clear.
Okay, good.
Okay.
so it's not super urgent.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in the dark, but you can basically make out shapes through the window, so you're like pretty sure you can see inside. So it's
Oh yeah, I can give my homunculus just one of my glowing
yeah.
pebbles, and it can just fly up to the window and see if it can look through.
If
So,
you
yeah.
do that, then yeah, it can like
Plus,
make out
feeling,
shapes inside. So
If they go like, I don't want to go into that house, that's a bad sign. But if
true.
it's just I can fly close to it, then it's
Also,
Is there-
homunculus doesn't have those same things. It's only in quotation marks living creatures that had the
my
me no like.
Hydra is also a construct.
I know it is, but whatever.
Okay,
That one's somehow more alive.
because it's powered by spirits that I summon.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, and there's one final thing that happens as everyone's resting. So, I guess everyone apart from Murdertha who refuses to go into the gnome house. I mean, they're not there.
Nope. It was defiled.
Okay, fair enough. Everyone, you see Lumen come out the bathroom with a towel wrapped around him. Everyone give me a quick perception. I mean, that's up to him. Everyone except
Perception.
Lumen, rather. Give me a perception.
Okay.
And obviously not Murdertha either.
Why did I not get changed in the bathroom?
Because there's a nice
'Cause you
roaring
want to
fire.
show off your abs.
And
I don't
because
know.
Andrew wanted to show something off that there's a good chance might never be shown off.
Because you're a fucking Giga Chad Blade singer. I don't know.
Very weedy.
Drink
Yeah.
five.
Toothpick.
I think
He's
everyone...
not very. He's quite dexterous, so he's a little bit.
It's amazing
constitutional.
that you didn't notice this. Maybe you can't see it. But since you just washed yourself, everyone, you see him walk out of the bathroom and go to like warm up in front of the fireplace. You can see on his... Oh, I didn't say which. Pick left or right.
Left.
On his left foot, almost the entire foot is stained purple, and there are weird, not like physical things, but like as if it was like a tattoo, tendrils like reaching up his leg.
I think we should get the core.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, get that.
All it looks like is just like he's got a weird purple tattoo, but everyone who's not Lumen can see it.
I assume Lumen literally just sees. Oh yeah, it's just my foot.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Have I stood in something? What's wrong?
You know how you couldn't see the weird thing of your picture
Yeah, it was
Yes,
normal
on your
picture.
foot?
Oh, fuck.
My picture's on my foot. That doesn't look like a dragon at all.
I run over to the other house and grab the core and come back.
Which foot? Lumen's looking at both feet, concerned which one it is.
Left. Your left.
My left, your left.
And then I turn detect magic on again and put the core close to him and see if that does anything.
Core, nothing. Detect magic, necrosis. But the similar
And there's no
kind.
energy flow.
Not a one.
Hmm.
Is
I get out the.
Joseph
He's now
Lumen,
in
please note that
experimental
down.
mode.
okay. Left foot, purple goopiness.
Yeah.
He gets out the card crystal and holds it closer, see if that does anything.
They don't seem to be responding.
That's good.
Yeah, this is fine.
It seems like it's not like I think you're marked, but you're not. I don't think it will be growing or something. Probably.
Everyone wakes up and he's just purple. What? What's wrong? I look fine. Why are you looking at me like that?
And then I bring the core back to the guy so he can keep.
Oh, he
Healing,
was so
hopefully.
pleased when you took it away.
Lumen is so concerned as to what's happening.
Does he look
But-
better?
But
Like not
also-
Lumen, but the guy.
Okay, I'll say this. What you have learned on like Core and the guy. He doesn't look better, but he also doesn't look worse at all.
Okay, maybe that stops him getting worse. So maybe he is slowly turning into a mind flare. And the core stops that process.
At this point, you
Doesn't
also
revert
notice that human side seems to have fallen asleep.
Also, oh no, foot.
Oh no, foot, and oh no, portal within Zamla, and oh no,
Also,
that painting.
Also, I can't tell if I'm getting any worse.
What do you mean you're fine?
I mean, yeah.
Can we
Zan.
basically draw on his foot the outline so we can check the next morning whether it's grown or not?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
If Lumen lets you draw on his foot. It's like,
I mean,
but I just
yeah.
watched.
Lumen will, like, meticulously every morning get someone to see if it's gotten any worse. From their perspective. Because Lumen... It's like people who can't feel pain. It's like, oh yeah, everything's fine, I feel fine.
Like, can you check my body for any wounds? Because I don't know.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, their back is just completely scarred up, and it's like, ugh.
Well, apart from where the towel is covering, everywhere else looks fine on Lumen.
Good?
Did we
Good.
check under the towel as well?
Don't check under the towel.
Okay.
That sounds like a you job.
I don't know why you guys are so weird about this kind of stuff, but I don't mind.
It's just more meat.
Yeah, you have some weird meat flaps there, it's fine.
Ugh.
One way to describe it.
For construct? Yeah.
Oh, so Lumen, give me a disadvantage con save.
I don't like that.
That means their whole leg is the next morning.
I'm not good
Nah,
at con.
this is just a fun one.
9.
Excellent. With a 9, you have horrendous nightmares.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
You have not got an exhaustion, but you feel exhausted. Like, essentially you feel like on the verge of having been exhausted.
Well, this doesn't seem good at all.
Well, you still got everything from your rest.
Does the town have vials in any shape or form that I could collect some of the acid from my chemical jug for the day? Because it charges the next day, obviously.
If I get someone to check, has it got any worse?
You'll find that out next week.
Oh god.
We're
Yeah,
waking up next week.
I've got some bullshit I might try next week. but
Ah,
I'll leave it
excellent.
till
We
then.
love bullshit. Newt, you could find like a couple of water skins that you think could like easily be treated to carry
Nobody
the
have
acid.
glass.
No glass.
Does nobody have glass?
Well, not in the kind that you want. People have glasses.
I'm also fine with some sort of glass bottle
You,
that I can seal.
the closest thing you have would be if you try to steal people's like whiskey bottles. Not whiskey. What is it? What's the fancy big square bottles
I mean,
with the
Depends.
stopper?
There's amaretto that has like the
Brandy?
squarish.
yeah,
Kind of ones.
also whiskey can come in those kind of
Okay,
bottles.
well,
Anything can come in anything, I guess.
That's fair.
Yeah.
that is technically true. Yes. Right now, the best you can find is the water skins. You might be able to convince people around the town, with all the chaos that's going on. Give us your alcohol bottles, and they would class as
And
the
if they-
same.
And if they say no, we can always
Show them the
line of
picture.
illusion.
Stick the Chardolin into them. Yeah, okay, but if it's Yeah, if I can't get any, then I can't get any. But yeah, I will try to make one of the wineskins work then, or acid, if you say I think I can.
Yeah, you can essentially like treat the inside so it won't burn it through.
Okay.
Also, very last thing, Zamla, can you also give me a disadvantage con save?
No problem. Let's see how I die.
Ooh.
12.
Okay. Your dreams are fine. That's definitely a different role.
So should I reroll or not?
No, you're fine. You have a lovely night's sleep.
It's what happens if we mess with the Far Realm too much.
Does anyone else want nightmares?
I don't want nightmares.
I don't dream.
No, I want good dreams.
Okay.
I don't even technically.
No.
What's most concerning is I don't get I don't dream, therefore I shouldn't be able
Yes,
to get
so
nightmares.
think about what you were having
It's
then.
even-
You were having
I know it's even
waking
more-
nightmares.
It's even more concerning.
So is Lumen just like he's doing his usual elf trance, but then he starts like hearing skittering in the walls and hushed whispers.
Feels
like,
something
in his-
stroke
in
his face.
Feels something stroke his face, and he's like, "Is this whole town just haunted as fuck?"
Okay.
He think
Murder
he
roll me
sees the
a con
far
save
ram
with
through a
advantage.
window. He just sees the far ram through a window, shakes his head, and it's just Phandelver again.
It just outside the window, it's the Far Realm, and Mare waves to me, and then just leaves. And I blink, and it's normal. And it's oh, what the fuck?
And then you blink again, and she's at the window flipping you the double bird.
What the fuck?
Murder,
Yeah?
con save with advantage.
Sorry, my thing is playing up completely. Come on, character sheet, let me move you.
Oh,
Why wouldn't you let me move you?
at least I got a bet back.
And Bet doesn't have any nightmares. Roll me a
Yay.
d4. You were attacked during the night within your dreams. 3 more gnomes are dead.
Cool.
But at least none of them are covered in tentacles.
Nah, his dreams were quite lovely. Who else is the Newt has lovely dreams? If
Can
you can call them
uh,
dreams.
reminisce about how maybe I could extract, like, do what the core does and extract that energy from people potentially?
Yeah,
Just wondering if we in the wrong one can make a spell out of it or something.
basically, your I can't remember what the word I want to use is. You're putting some time in your thoughts towards that idea.
Basically something like life transference. There's just
Yeah, okay.
necrotic energy transference. I don't know.
You won't get anything yet, but it has been noted that you spent some time considering that. And yeah, that's a lovely night with the shitty dog. Which is just like in the other room, dissected.
Oh, very odd. I feel 1% mind flary. Ugh.
1%, you see.
Could I be less? I'd like to be less.
It's
Could I
fine.
be 0?
Look at this positive. What's happening to Lumen and what's happening to Zamla are separate things.
I mean, that is a positive, but neither are good.
One is becoming a portal, the other is just becoming a monster.
That sounds pretty accurate. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Good.
I don't like the monster part.
God,
Well,
I
one
really
turns into a
enjoyed
monster,
this
one
week.
will have a monster explode out of him because he's a portal.
That
Oh.
doesn't seem good.
And that was Did You Know Yu-Gi-Oh has Pustules? Episode 18. One in the can.
No. I'm gonna
Why?
turn into a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
God,
No.
I really enjoyed this week.
I,
It was quite fun.
I suffered immensely.
Yeah, especially that.
I looked like a burglar.
No, you didn't,